What is up, my fellow humans and womans, my fellow people? Good evening. Hope you're having the best day of your life, quite frankly. If not, what's the point? All right, well, here's what's going on here. I always like to know what's going on with you guys, so keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. In my world, right, I'm gonna move this cam here a little bit. Yeah, of course. That's a little tulip there. This is a an ace bandage situation, and this is a knee brace, similar to the one I got when I went to the emergency room when this first happened. But this is kind of a better one, and it's just be on for a few days or whatever. No, more than that. Sorry, but we're going to graduate to different types of devices, let's just say. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not alone, because I got some amazing little four-legged furry pets keeping me company. I really can't imagine. I know you guys, sometimes I see pictures of, postings of your pet has passed away or is sick. And I've been through all these things too, because you're either a pet lover or you're not. And if you're a pet lover, I don't even think you can be with a person that is not, you know what I mean? And it's okay, whatever one you are or are not. There's no wrong, no judgment. But I love them. And I remember I had Chippy. He was a Lhasa Apso, 100% full bred, and I got him when I was 22 years old. 22, and I had him until I was 40. He lived 17 and a half years by actual years, and I still got the honor and privilege of holding him, when he took his last breath, because it was the right thing to do. And there's all kinds of circumstances. And I'm just in love with, they're always doing something, right? And there's other ones around here too. But the point of the matter is, I just wanted to let you know I survived the surgery. I'm still alive. They wanted to do something, from what I understand, the doctor proposed going in here and like drilling a couple of holes. And apparently the results would be undeterminable, is what I think that they said. And I said, I can't get any crazier than I already am, or any more, unusual or weird. And I'm talking to you when I say that too, because you're like, man, he's probably weird. If anybody knew some of the thoughts he's thinking inside of your head sometimes, they think that you are the weirdest mofo on the planet. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. I just wanted to share a moment with you because you guys are so awesome. I really, really, really appreciate your love and support throughout. This is my little cool jacket here, whatever. Penguin. I really appreciate your support and love and sharing ideas, doctors' names in this case, anything that would be of value to increase my human experience. And I always look to do the same for you. I think anybody who's known me for a while knows that I love that, and I'm going to take it to the highest level no matter what. This is not slowing me down from, my purpose on this planet. In fact, sometimes when forces come in to try to slow you down in one way, it only speeds you up in another. You feel me? And I've had to adapt, and this is just talking, not complaining in the first, not in the least. But I like to observe. So when you take the emotions out of it, because I could be in a situation where I say, and I want you to take something away from this if possible too. You could be in a situation and just be the whole time cursing. And that happens sometimes too, don't get me wrong. But not to get soaked up and lost in that. You'll get soaking wet from, negativity. And if you're even with yourself, then you have to be particularly attentive to the voice in your head. Be the arbiter of all that you want to be. And so during this time, I want to continue to be who I am, which is an evolving being. An unlimited being. And so during this time, I started going speaking of evolved beings, check this out. I'm like, I think every cell hurts me, but it's not all of my whole body, but every cell in that area, it's that first night right after a surgery. You've been there. This is the most major one for me, and I'm sure you guys have had far more major ones. But it's that first, and so I'm not big on taking prescriptions and all this, but look, some things you just got to do what you got to do. And so I took some, whatever the hell this is here. Let me see if you're interested. The strongest one of the bunch is hydrocodone. Y'all probably know about this crazy stuff. It's not a part of my daily world, but I've always said that there's sometimes, for some short period or some emergency 911 type situation in our lives, when we need a specific surgery. Not an unnecessary surgery, and not an elective surgery that could have maybe been avoided, treating it another way and all these things. It's just a necessary surgery. This is that. And, pain management becomes a part of that. And I've just discovered that. And I think you guys have too. I'm just sharing it with you. Like, maybe it reminds you of when you went through this experience. You feel me? And so one thing that I've noticed is that I'm very hypercritical of movements. Like if I'm getting something, like pay attention and don't forget something, because if you like go all the way here and you go, oh my God, I forgot to do that. And then you go sit down, like just going and doing something that you would normally do every day is not routine. And you have to just account for that. You have to, game plan for it. And I just make a game out of it. I've raised my level of attentiveness and focus just when we think we can't. What can you take out of something? And raising my level, I'll kind of leave you on this thought because y'all are so beautiful. The great thing about it is when you raise your level of attentiveness and focus, that is a powerful superpower that we have, that when we are forced or maybe even choose to in the situation, really raise that power up of paying attention like you've never paid attention before, like I've never paid attention before. That's going to now like develop a muscle in here. And it doesn't just adhere to you getting stuff around the house or wherever you're going while you're recouping from your surgery. It has to do with now you've got that level and focus. Use it everywhere. Whatever you're doing, really, really pay attention like you never have to your child, to your job, your career, your dream. What about that dream on the back burner? Dust it off and start paying attention to it. And like a flower planted in the earth, watered, loved on, your dream will come true. And nothing will stop us. Nothing will stop you. And nothing's going to stop me. Well, I leave it to God. I really, during this time, I surrender. Do that. Consider doing that. I'm not here to tell you, do it, don't do it. But you know what? When you realize how limited you are as you, the human, and how incredibly powerful and unlimited you are as a being, as a God-realized being, then you realize that things like what I have going on, what you guys have going on, have had going on, or possibly facing in the near future, whether it's your health, your finances, don't let it affect your happiness. I just want you to be happy. If I could be happy during all this, and so many of my friends, you guys can be happy through some of the things that you've been experiencing and have experienced, then I just simply want to inspire you to choose your own happiness, to know that you can do it at any moment in time. Even if you got off the road, it's okay. It's not about going back and all these years I could have been doing this. Just choose happiness right now, whether something's broken, whether you think something's not in your bank account, because when you choose happiness, my friends, and then I'm going to go, happiness will follow you all the days of your life. Will follow you, will chase you down, bring you beautiful people like you, because they don't come any better than you do. Don't ever forget that. I got to go. There's some healing to do, and I made myself some boiled eggs. They were already peeled, and some fake cheese, no dairy, and some other healthy stuff. I love you so much, so much. You give meaning to all that I do. You really do. Keep sharing. Share this with someone who needs it. So long for now.